Section 3, Digital Multimeter or DMM Fundamentals. Upon completion of this section, you will be able to identify and describe the following: measurement and testing capabilities of the Fluke 177 Digital Multimeter or DMM as they relate to this training program. Basic DMM measurement and testing procedures. DMM maintenance procedures. A digital multimeter or DMM, one of the most commonly used tools used in electrical systems diagnostics, measures voltage, resistance, continuity, current, and other electrical potentials and displays the value in numerical format. This training program uses the Fluke 177 Digital Multimeter or DMM. Although the DMM provides a variety of measurement and testing functions, we will focus on those functions that apply uniquely to this training program. The digital multimeter's LED display shows symbols, values, scales, and ranges that enable you to view the results of diagnostic tests. When the solid bar symbol is displayed, the numeric value of a test is negative. If the lightning bolt symbol appears, an unsafe voltage or voltage overload exists. The hold symbol indicates that the hold function is enabled, and the meter freezes the current reading. If the hold button is pressed once after a test is performed, the meter holds the reading on the display. If the button is pressed a second time, the auto hold mode is activated. Auto hold freezes the current reading until the meter detects a new stable input. Then the meter beeps and displays the new reading. Normal display operation is resumed when the hold is pressed a third time. A measurement symbol is displayed for the selected unit of measure. The selector switch enables you to select individual units of measure depending on the required test. The DC and AC symbols indicate the type of current selected for measurement. If the battery symbol appears, the meter has a low battery and it must be replaced. All possible ranges are indicated, which means that the highest value for the measurement range is displayed. The bar graph functions like the indicator needle on an analog meter. It has an overload indicator to the right and a polarity indicator to the left. Because the bar graph updates about 40 times per second, which is 10 times faster than the digital display, the bar graph is useful for observing rapidly changing inputs. The meter has both manual and auto range modes. When the meter is powered up, it defaults to auto range, and the meter automatically selects the measurement range with the best resolution. If you select manual range, you disable auto range, and you must manually select the measurement range you want to use. To enter the manual range mode, press Range. Manual range is then displayed. In the manual range mode, press Range to increment the range. After the highest range is reached, the meter wraps to the lowest range. To exit manual range, press Range for 1 second or turn the rotary switch. The meter returns to auto range and auto range is displayed. The OL symbol indicates that the input is out of range. For example, the measurement scale that's selected can't measure and display the input, or there's an open circuit when checking resistance. The rotary switch enables you to select the desired unit of measurement, and the LED displays the selection. When you turn the rotary switch clockwise from the off position, the first position provides AC voltage measurements from 30 millivolts to 1000 volts. The next rotary switch position provides DC voltage readings from 1 millivolt to 1000 volts. Some of the diagnostic tests in this program will require you to test circuit resistance. Resistance, or ohms, readings from 1/10 of an ohm to 50 million ohms are provided when the ohm measurement scale is selected. Note: never use the audible continuity selection to test resistance or continuity on Meritor electrical systems. The backlight button can be toggled on and off to illuminate the LED display under low light conditions. Press the backlight button to toggle the backlight on and off. The backlight automatically turns off after 2 minutes. The red input terminal is used for voltage, continuity, resistance, diode testing, and frequency measurements. The test lead for this input is connected to the positive side of the circuit. The black or common terminal and test lead is always connected to the ground side of the circuit. The meter enters the battery saver or sleep mode and darkens the display if a function hasn't changed or a button hasn't been pressed for 20 minutes. To disable the sleep mode, hold down the yellow button while turning the meter on. The sleep mode is always disabled in the min-max average mode and the auto hold mode. In this section, we will perform a series of basic measurements to familiarize you with the operation of the meter. Before using the meter, read the following user safety guidelines. To avoid possible electrical shock or personal injury, carefully follow these guidelines when using the meter. To avoid electric shock, injury, or damage to the meter, always disconnect circuit power, ground, and discharge all high-voltage capacitors before testing resistance, continuity, diodes, or capacitance. Remember, when connecting the test leads to a circuit or device, connect the black test lead before connecting the red lead. When removing the test leads, always remove the red lead first before removing the black lead. Always follow the correct operating instructions for the meter. Do not use the meter or test leads if they appear damaged or if the meter is not operating correctly. If in doubt, have the meter serviced. Always use the correct terminals, switch position, and range for measurements. Verify the meter's operation by measuring a known voltage. Do not apply more than the rated voltage, as marked on the meter, between the terminals or between any terminal and earth ground. Use caution with voltages above 30 volts AC RMS, 42 volts AC peak, or 60 volts DC. These voltages pose a shock hazard. Replace the battery as soon as the low battery symbol appears. Disconnect circuit power and discharge all high-voltage capacitors before testing resistance, continuity, diodes, or capacitance. Do not use the meter around explosive gas or vapor. When using test leads, keep your fingers behind the finger guards. Remove test leads from the meter before opening the meter case or battery door. Never attempt to make an in-circuit current measurement when the open circuit potential is greater than 1000 volts. Check the meter's fuses before testing a circuit or device. Never place the test leads in parallel with the circuit or component when the leads are plugged into the meter's current terminals. Follow these procedures to measure AC voltage. Insert the black test lead into the common receptacle on the meter. Insert the red test lead into the meter's voltage receptacle. Turn the meter's selector switch to the AC scale. Connect the black common lead to one side of the circuit or device. Connect the red live lead to the other side of the circuit or device. Spin the wheel. Read the value of the measurement in the display. When the test is complete, remove the red live lead first from the circuit or device. Then, remove the black test lead from the circuit or device. Follow these procedures to measure DC voltage. 1. Insert the black test lead into the common receptacle on the meter. 2. Insert the red test lead into the meter's voltage receptacle. 3. Turn the selector switch to the DC measurement scale. 4. Connect the black common lead to the negative side of the circuit or device. 5. Connect the red lead to the positive side of the circuit or device. 6. Read the value of the measurement in the display. 7. When the test is complete, follow these instructions. Remove the red lead from the circuit or device. Then remove the black lead from the circuit or device. Follow these procedures to measure circuit or component resistance. 1. Insert the red test lead into the ohm receptacle on the meter. Insert the black test lead into the common receptacle. 2. Turn the meter's rotary selector switch to the ohm scale. 3. Connect the black test lead to one side of the circuit or device being measured. 4. Connect the red test lead to the other side of the circuit or device. Read the test result in the meter's LED display. 5. When the test is complete, follow these instructions. Remove the red lead from the circuit or device. Then remove the black lead from the circuit or device. The correct procedure for testing the diode in the EOA transmission wiring harness is contained in Section 4 of this training program. If the low battery indicator appears in the display, you must replace the battery. 1. Lift the meter's upright support. Remove the 2 screws from the battery compartment door. 2. Lift the battery out and remove the electrical connector. 3. Replace the battery with a 9-volt alkaline equivalent. Install the electrical connector. 4. Place the new battery into the unit. Replace the battery compartment door. Secure the door with the 2 screws you previously removed. Warning: to avoid shock, injury, or damage to the meter, replace the battery as soon as the low battery indicator symbol appears. Use only fuses with the amperage, interrupt, voltage, and speed ratings specified.